Hello, everybody. Chris Wood here. The guy on the thumbnail, I'm just on for a minute doing this live update. The guy on the thumbnail, his name is Jason Gimpy Two Step Vanalstine. He is an invalid, crackhead, crack fed piece of shit garbage. He is involved with O.P.p. He is guilty of aiding in the murder of Jack Clark back in 2021 through O.P.p. revenge. He is guilty of attempted murder on me. He is one of O.P.p.'s untouchables. He is approximately 30, 35 years old. He's a drug trafficker. He's involved with O.P.p. human trafficking. He is one of their untouchables. Jason Gimpy, Two Step Van Alstyne, Tyler Teabag Lake. They're also guilty of animal abuses and attempted homicide murders on dogs as well, with proof. Blair Hardy, boyfriend to O.P.p. cop Spencer Mills, now allegedly Aurelia, and one William Bill Wooldridge, last known used name, 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario, harbored wanted inmate, sex offender, used to stalk children for ex-O.P.p. chief, highly psychotic, highly delusional, believes that he is me, thinks that he is Harry Potter. He is O.P.p.'s number one untouchable. He used to stalk children for ex-O.P.p. chief for sex slavery trafficking at Tim Hortons every day at lunchtime till I got his picture, and then he went into hiding. He was living at 34 Water Street here in Napanee. Now lives at 149 Center Street North. He's approximately 70 years old, 73 years old. Bald, glasses, goatee. Thinks that he's me, thinks he's Harry Potter. And also guilty of stalking my mother, calling my mother mom, and also phoning her, threatening her, and causing her death with Blair Hardy, giving her cancer, and it was done with intent to commit, and it was done through R&M, remote neuro monitoring, police and military tech, which has been in use since the 60s. It is a nano microchip implant designed for the central nervous system and also for invasive surveillance. I have it being used on me, and this is how O.P.p. are human trafficking, human sex trade slavery trafficking, financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, false arrest, framings, murders, attempted murder, bank frauds, welfare, disability thefts and frauds, injuring, torturing, brain damage, skull splitting, and brain damaging victims, lies, cover ups, time buying, arrest refusals, false arrest to deflect, medical treatment refusals, medical discriminations done with criminal negligence and intent through Lennox and Addington Hospital. Even the CEO is involved with the criminal organized human trafficking. There is Ontario Provincial Police O.P.p. Spencer Mills 14716, now allegedly in Aurelia, Ontario. Ex chief or commander who had me shot before leaving in 2019. Shannon Cork, laughing in my face over her boss, telling her to arrest her boss, laughing in my face, telling me to file a report, knowing it would have done no good, burnt up, tore up. It would have been against her and her boss, so it would have done no good. I have proof of O.P.p. obstructions, being surrounded, hands on guns, kidnapping 24 hours after asking for help with what has taken place with me now with this crime. May 27, 2021, it happened through Shelley Hafner or Huffner. I've been going through this for 3.5 years, and there is nothing I've been able to do about it. No matter how much I've been injured, deformed, with proof, I have still not been able to do anything. Lies against me about being suicidal, long criminal and psychological records and histories, and none of it is true in any way, shape, or form. Lies told against me through the police, to get away with what they're getting away with and being aided criminally through even the CEO of Lennox and Addington Hospital. How do they get out of arrest? How do they get out of lawsuits? They co-conspire with O.P.p, and they have their victims charged to prevent them help and to prevent them proof and to prevent anything on them as well for the crimes that they are involved in. They are aiding O.P.p in covering up crimes, and in return, O.P.p is aiding them in covering up crimes. Right from the CEO, Wayne Coveyduck, to administration, Sarah Fiddler. Paladin Security, Patient Relations, and Dr. Tatiana V, aka V, the name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, girlfriend to Stacy, mental health worker, was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David. They are all criminally involved with O.P.p crimes and aiding them and covering up for themselves, for the police, for Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Vanalstine, and Hartwick. All O.P.p co-offending, gang stalking, human trafficking pieces of shit who were working with and for O.P.p to get out of crimes that they have been charged with. This is they are using these inmates for drop charges to commit crimes on their victims. And I will not be proven wrong. Right, Spencer Mills? Right, ex chief? Right, staff sergeant? You sodomizing motherfucking lowlives, human trafficking garbage. The longer this goes on and I get more injured and not being able to do anything about it, I'm going to forget about this. The longer this goes on, my identity theft is going to be done. I am getting right now nothing but air pumping through the fucking right side of my head, right around my temple area, and coming right down in my mouth, in my jaw. I am in a serious, excruciating fucking pain. My head is being expanded by having air blowing into it. I went to the hospital on the 15th of March to get medical help, and as a result, I was charged once again through Lennox and Addington, Ontario, or through the hospital here, Wayne Cubby Duck, done to prevent me help and done to cover up crimes, especially when I said that morning I was going to finish getting arrests done on police, doctors, the justice of the peace for obstructions and corruptions, and also Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Vanalstine, Hartwick, and the rest that are involved with this. As a result, it happened to me. The lies, the cover ups, the time buying, arrest refusals once more, no matter how much I've shown and proven anything, it's done no good. Families are murdered and missing. It is Ontario Provincial Police. Anybody thinks identity thefts cannot happen? I am proof that it can, and it does. And it is being aided through the hospital here for the police to traffic me, to frame me as one at harbored sex offender, Billy Wooldridge, and I will not be proven wrong. He is harbored inmate that O.P.p cannot touch, will not touch, because that will prove their involvement with this crime as well. And besides, the ones that are working with them, Hartwick, Hardy, Lake, and the rest, can all implicate O.P.p involved in these crimes. So therefore, they're not going to arrest them. It would prove just what kind of fucking terrorists they truly are. So in the meantime, I am getting seriously numbed down and I am being brain fucked. This is how they get away with their crimes. They split skulls and then they seriously brain injure their victims to get out of their crimes, hoping that I'll go crazy, hoping I'll forget about this, hoping I'll commit a crime, or hoping I'll just end up dead. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? So you don't have to fucking do anything, so you get out of your crimes. So the hospital and doctors get away with what you're getting away with. I am Chris Wood. I live in Napanee, Ontario, Canada. I spoke police crimes. As a result, I am a victim. And nobody is arrestable. Human rights, legal rights, medical rights, all taken away from me so these bastards can get out of crimes. How too convenient that O.P.p are bringing in new people, rookies and everybody who will take unquestionable orders from them to follow and aiding them in committing their crimes, right down to falsely having their victims falsely arrested and charged to prevent anything on police and doctors. Like I said, I have video to prove O.P.p.'s obstructions and just exactly what they are, and about here in Napanee and what they will do to get out of the crimes that they are committing. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, beware, because once they cast those lies, you're fucked. They use their badges, positions, credentials, you're fucked. Trust me. There'll be nothing you can do about it. If you're lucky, they might try to extort $22,000 out of you for arrests, if you're lucky, while they are fucking stealing your life, while they are stealing your bloodline, while they're stealing your identity, while they are stealing your finances. This is also about making me homeless as well, hoping I'll end up homeless. If I'm on the street and I'm homeless, it's easier for me to grab. Isn't that right, O.P.p? Without above suspicion. Isn't that right, O.P.p? Once again, the longer this goes on, you're going to get away with it. But I am the end of my bloodline, and you are guilty of murdering my mother, Spencer Mills, and Stacy through your boy bastard, Billy Woldridge, and Blair Hardy. And I am still going to find out where your meth lab is, Spencer Mills, Robert Kane, and Blair Hardy in Tweed, and I'm going to have it fucking taken down. Every one of you police named need to be criminally arrested and felony charged with premeditated intent to commit homicide and to have it covered up criminally through the hospital, which I have proven. Be safe, everybody. I'm Chris Wood. I live in Napanee, and I'm a revenge retaliation victim. Families of murdered and missing, natives, poor, homeless, disabled, beware, because it is the police that are involved with these crimes. There's nothing I can do about this. Damage is done, and I can't go to a hospital to get helped or checked out or anything else. It will do no good. They've assured this against me. They've assured it for themselves, O.P.p, and their little fucking bosses. They're also involved with banditos and Hell's Angels. The police, doctors, Woldridge, and Hardy, they are the bosses, Hell's Angels, and banditos. Tyler Lake and Jason Gimpy, two-step Vanalstine, are their prospects. They are drug-fed, money-paid pieces of shit lowlives. Fucking delusional cocksucker. Blair Hardy, he's approximately 65 years old. Billy Woldridge is approximately 73 years old. Tyler Teabag Lake is approximately 25 years old. Jason Gimpy Two Step Vanalstine is approximately 25 to 35 years old, maybe 40 at the most. So, and then there's Dale Hartwick. He's also guilty of molesting me when I was a kid out in Winnipeg, who is involved with this. And there is also one Tony Hearns as well. But Dale Hartwick is a guilty one that's involved doing this for drop charges. He's guilty of molesting me out in Winnipeg, right on Quelch Street, on the corner of Quelch and McPhillips. I was 8 years old, living in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the time. And Dale Hartwick, the one that's involved with this, he is guilty of doing it as well. So be safe, everybody. Watch yourselves, watch your finances, watch your children, because they are pedophiles, sex offenders, human sex trade, slavery, trafficking, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders. The more you completely fuck my brain, this is going to be done. So you might as well consider Chris Wood dead. Congratulations. I'm just another fucking one under O.P.p. Spencer Mills' serial killing hat with his fucking good for nothing boyfriend. Pieces of shit criminals who they are using to aid them in their crimes that are untouchable, along with the hospital and doctors here. This needs to be taken very 100% serious. More people are going to end up dead. I guarantee you, if Spencer Mills is now allegedly in Aurelia, people are going to go missing, children and adults, and there will be dead bodies. There will be a lot more increase in homicides and people dying around him. I guarantee it. This is why he travels around. He commits his homicides. He commits his crimes. He lies, bides time, and then transfers to avoid arrest and lawsuit for the crimes he's guilty of. Be safe, everybody. I'm as good as dead, and nothing I can do about it to save my life. Thank you, Wayne Covey Duck, CEO for Lennox and Eddington Hospital, for being a criminal fucking doctor and aiding in crimes. All of this can be proven, is provable. You help buy just enough time to fuck your victims over so you can get out of crimes that you're responsible for with your doctors and hospital. If Hawkesbury doctor worked in Napanee, he'd still be going with help, and he'd be working with him for O.P.p. I guarantee it.